Now, if we amalgamate the fibers in one section of spinal cord, how it will look like? This is a gray matter, central gray matter. White matter. Now let us amalgamate all the fibers, whatever we have studied till now. Posterior funiculus fiber means they will carry the joint sense, vibration sense. Sensory fibers, fasciculus gracilis, that carries fiber sensation from lower limb, and fasciculus cuneatus, that carries fiber sensation from upper limb. Joint sense, vibration sense. So they are responsible for ipsilateral joint sense, vibration sense. This is the posterior spinocerebellar fiber, ipsilateral spinocerebellar function. This is the anterior spinocerebellar fiber carrying the contralateral spinocerebellar function. So this is spinocerebellar fiber posterior. This is spinocerebellar fiber anterior. If we put the spinothalamic fibers, this is a lateral spinothalamic fiber carrying the pain temperature sensation of opposite side. This is the anterior spinothalamic fiber carrying the pain temperature sensation, pressure touch sensation of opposite side. And last but not least is our corticospinal fibers. Descending tract, the corticospinal, lateral corticospinal fibers. And this one is anterior corticospinal fiber. At this moment, the question comes, what happens if there is hemisection of spinal cord? What happens if there is hemisection of spinal cord? That means this side suddenly disrupts. So we divides it in two headings. What happens at the level? Just imagine at this level what happens. Motor loss, sensory loss, ipsilateral, contralateral. If there is hemisection of this side, at this side there will be definitely, if we consider the motor loss, the lower motor neuron paralysis, because the lower motor neurons will have to emerge from there. So there will be lower motor neuron paralysis. So number one, ipsilateral element palsy. Contralateral, contralateral, no major defect. Sensory loss. Fasciculus cuneatus fasciculus gracilis carries the fibers of joint sense vibration sense of this side. So this sensation will be lost. The number one, ipsilateral loss of joint sense vibration sense. Will be there contralateral loss? No. Spinothalamic fibers are damaged at this site. So these fibers are responsible for sensation of opposite side. So opposite side spinothalamic sensation means pain, temperature, pressure, touch will go. Even on this side the sensory fibers will come, they will get damaged. So at this level, sensation will neither remain on this side, even the pain, temperature, pressure, touch sensation will neither remain on that side because fibers of this side will cross the direction and they release through the air. So there is ipsilateral loss of pain, temperature, pressure, touch. Even there is contralateral loss of pain, temperature, pressure, touch. Why this loss? Because the fibers coming from this side will cross the direction and ascends to these fibers. They are damaged, so sensation of this side is damaged. Whereas sensory neurons of this side who will enter, this is damaged, so sensation of this side also damaged. Spinocerebellar sensation. Spinocerebellar sensation of this side is totally, ipsilateral sensation totally damaged. Contralateral side. Posterior one escapes because the fiber of this side will pass and go. This will escapes. Who will go there? This will damage. So spinocerebellar sensation partial damage. So this happens at the level. What happens below the level? Below the level means imagine the damage has occurs at T7 level. So what will happen at level of T9? What will happen at level of T10? Like this. So that is the below the level. Motor loss, sensory loss. First see, this corticospinal fiber who is passing from there, who is destined to T7 level, that will relay here. But who will destined to the lower level? These fibers are also crossed. So there are upper motor neuron palsy. There are upper motor neuron palsy of which side? Ipsilateral. There is no damage to the opposite side because these fibers will definitely pass. So upper motor neuron, because here the passing fibers they will pass from the T7 segment to the T9, T10 segment. So these fibers are lost. So upper motor neuron palsy of ipsilateral side. What happens for sensory? Just see. From the lower level, whatever fiber ascends up, that means joint sense, vibration sense fibers are gone because they will ascend ipsilaterally. So there is number 1, ipsilateral loss of joint sense, vibration sense. Spinothalamic sensation of lower side will cross the direction and will ascend. So spinothalamic sensation ipsilateral will remain, whereas the spinothalamic sensation of contralateral will go, because the spinothalamic sensation of contralateral side, this will come, this will relay, and then it will travel up. But how it will travel up? These fibers are damaged. So contralateral spinothalamic sensation gone. So we can make it as a contralateral loss of pain, temperature, pressure, touch. So there is ipsilateral loss of joint sense, vibration sense, whereas contralateral loss of pain, temperature, pressure, touch. That means if I say this is a spinal level and this is a spinal level, damage is occurring here. So fibers coming from opposite side who is crossing up cannot go away. These fibers cannot go away. So in lower part, there is ipsilateral loss of joint sense, vibration sense, because these fibers will flow upward. So there is ipsilateral loss of joint sense, vibration sense, whereas contralateral loss of pain, temperature, pressure, touch. This is called Brown-Sequard syndrome. This is called Brown-Sequard syndrome.